Guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you demo about uploading user profile picture in .NET MAUI Blazor application. So here I already created a demo about a complete login flow in .NET MAUI Blazor application. If you've not seen that, just click on suggestion link to see that. And here on registration page I'm just going to add now uploading user profile picture mechanism while registering user. So let's go through it. Here I already created an API. So in a registered user I added one property called user avatar. So let me show you first web API. So here in register user I am accepting user avatar in form of base 64, and after that I am just setting some unique file name, and then I am uploading this file into image folder. So here in web API project I created a images folder. So in that whatever the user upload the profile picture that going to add here while registering user, and that after like one this upload file going to return now upload folder part, and that I am just setting in this variable avatar variable, and then I just set in user to be created dot user avatar is equal to whatever the part written from upload file that I am setting here. And after that I'm calling user manager.create a scene. So this will create a user with all the detail that came from API call, API request. So let's integrate that now in .NET MAUI Blazor application. Okay, so here in registration.razor component I'm just going to add one image, and in that I will just set some default image. So first let me add default image in this root folder, and I'm just going to add new folder called images, and in that let me add one default picture. So this I'm just going to display. So here let me create one variable, and in that I'm just going to set this part. So later on when we upload any picture that we can replace in this user avatar variable. Now here on the click of image I'm going to display action like take photo or add photo from gallery. So let me add one method. So here I am using .NET MAUI action sheet, but you can use any pop-up page of like a bootstrap if you want. For temporary I am using this. So I am adding here two options, take photo or add photo. So if the response is equal to take photo, then I'm just going to take photo from camera, otherwise I will just check for like if add photo, then we will add photo from the gallery. Now this display action sheet, I'm just going to call on click of this image. Okay, now let me run the application, so we will see like this on the click of image it displaying action sheet or not. Okay, so here on the click of user picture, now it's displaying two options, take photo and add photo. So it's working. Now let me add permission for like when we run application in Android device or iOS, so we needed some permission like a camera permission or reading from internal storage or external storage. So for that, here in Android, first let me add permission for Android. So here in platform in Android manifest, you can set here permission. So let me add permission. So for Android, you can set permission in Android manifest.xml, and in that just add camera and read external, write external storage. Now same permission, other permission also we need to add in iOS info.plist file. So let me just open that, and here I am just going to add some permission like camera uses, description, and here I'm just going to add some description dummy, then other permission, so you can add permission like this for iOS in info.plist file. Like if you not add, then it's just going to crash the application. Okay, so this is done for iOS. Now for Windows, here in Windows package.manifest file, here just click on view code, and here in capability just add these two permission like webcam and microphone permission. So after that it's going to capture the image. So now the permission setup is done for iOS, Android and Windows format. Now here on registration page, let me add code related to first add photo. So here I'm just going to use media picker default dot pick photo async. So it's just going to add photo from gallery, and after that let's check if the photo is not null. Then I'm just going to let me set new file. Now from this memory stream I'm just going to fetch byte. Now let me create another property here. So image base 64 data. So this property I'm just going to use for uploading a picture when I call registration API. So that I'm just going to use. So I'm just going to use convert.toBase64 string, and in that I will pass this image bytes. Now for display, like we need to display image, like whatever the user selected picture, that I'm just going to display in this user avatar variable. So let me just set now whatever the picture is uploaded, that I'm just going to set in user avatar. So for that I'm first going to set like this data colon image slash png, and we are passing base 64 format. So now image base 64 data I'm just going to set in this user avatar, and after that I will just call this dot state has changed. So it's just going to replace whatever the user profile picture is uploaded, that going to replace in user avatar. So here what I did is like this peak photo async is going to pick photo from gallery, and after that I'm just reading that stream and storing that in your cache directory of device, and after that I'm just getting that byte, because I want to display that in this image tag, as well as I am going to pass that base 64 format in the API also. So for that purpose I set it that bytes into base 64 format. Now let me run the application. Okay, so here on the click of add photo, it's just going to open the folder. So if we can select image, so let me just select some image from this folder. So if I select any image, so it's just going to replace older one with new images like this. Okay, now let me add code related to take photo. So right now I don't have any webcam in this window, so I will show you in Android device about take photo. So let me first add code related to that. Okay, so here I am going to check like if media picker is capture supported, then let me just copy this all code. Here instead of pick photo sync I will call capture photo sync, and same other all logic will be the same. So after capturing photo, it's just going to convert that image, whatever the image that capture, into byte, and that we convert into base 64, and we will set here in user avatar. So let me run this application now in Android, and let's see that capture photo is supported or not. Okay, so here on a registration page, on the click of this default picture, it asking for take photo or add photo. So on the click of take photo, it's just going to ask now for a permission that devices require take photo or record video permission. So after approving permission, it just open the camera. Okay, so after selecting image, it's just going to replace that image here in default image format. Okay, now let me add logic related to uh, saving this image in our web API. So let me add logic related this, and let me show you also like it's going to support add photo also. Like if I click on add photo, so it's just going to open the browser like internal storage, and you can select any image from that. So here now I'm just going to save this image in a web API. So for that we are calling here on submit button, we are calling this register user. So here okay, I don't need this condition because this never going to be this, because by default image base 64 data will be empty. Now here in registration model, let me add another property for passing data. So let me just confirm in web APIs which property we are using. Okay, so that is user avatar. So in this user avatar, I'm just going to pass now base 64 format data, and that after that it's just going to call register user API. Now let me run the application. So I'm just going to run in Windows, so it will run fast. So right now here in images folder it's empty, and after it's called register user, so it's just going to save image in this images folder. So let me now register user. So right now in database there is a no register user, so let me just register. And here I'm just going to upload any picture, and let me call register user API. Okay, so here now it's displaying as a user registered. So here in images it's image is added as a test.png, and here on database this user is created, and here user avatar part will be images slash test.png. So when I access, So it's just going to display this image from this part. Now let me see like why it image saved as a test.png, because I am setting here file name, and same file name here I am passing. So I think I didn't rerun the web API, so because of that it's saved as a test.png. Now let me register another user again. Let me just change the profile picture. Okay, so now file name will be in this format. Okay, now I can access this image from images folder. Okay, so uploading images from registration is process is done. Now what I am going to do is, like once the user is logged in, then I am just going to display this user profile picture and basic user info on dashboard. So that will be the index page of Blazor application. So here in index.razor component I will display image. So let me implement that. Okay, so here I'm displaying value like user basic detail dot name. So that coming from like when user is logged in. So that time from the token I'm just fetching user ID and the username. So I'm just going to do like I will fetch a user avatar also from the token. So for temporary purpose I did like that, but you can just fetch user ID from the, or just fetch a token, and from the token you can get the user basic detail. Like you just need to create one API that will return all the user basic detail from the token. So you can do like this. So for temporary purpose let me fetch here out user avatar. So here in authenticate user API, in a generate access token, so I just added user avatar as one claim, and in that I am just like if the from the user detail I am just getting like a user avatar, and that I am saving in this user avatar key. So let me just fetch from that. So here and here in user basic detail I'm just going to set user avatar variable, and in that I will just set value. So before that I need to set page address also. So here in app service I have added page address. So let me just set this page address in this setting.cs class. So this page URL I will use here in API also, so I no need to set here now. From setting that page URL I will use like this. And also here I need to set first base URL, then whatever the user avatar part is returned, that I am just going to set. Okay, so from this information I will save in the secure storage, and after that, like on the index component, I'm just displaying here welcome user basic detail dot name. So same way I will display here image also. So let me just copy this image tag. Yeah, now let me run the application and let's see, like after logging, it's displaying user avatar or not. Okay, so let me log in here. Okay, so here it's not displaying image, so let me just display this user avatar part, and let me rerun the application, and let's see it's displaying user avatar part or not. Okay, so it's displaying user avatar part, but here in Blazor it's not displaying image. So here I'm just going to check. So this image also accessible, but it's not displaying in Blazor application. So I'm just going to run on SSL. So using HTTPS format, I'm just going to run this application. So here in Web API, let me just set this app URL in SSL format. I need to set here in localhost format because SSL certificate is created for localhost environment. So for that I did like this. Now let me run the application. So right now this user avatar part stored in preferences in a secure storage. So first I need to do log out, because right now it's going to pointing to that old IP address. If you see here, so it's pointing to old. So let me just log out and log in again. So then it's going to okay, so here in setting I need to set this new address that I set in Web API. So let me just set here in setting and setting page URL. Now let me run the application. So now it's pointing to localhost 7277 port. Okay, so now it's displaying image, and also this user avatar part. So now it's pointing to this local host. Now let me again rerun, and I'm just going to now log in using other user, and let's see for that user it's displaying user avatar or not. Okay, so I'm just going to log out, and okay, so it's displaying user avatar for other user also. So this local host here, I said base URL is a local host, so it's not going to run in Android and iOS. For that I need to point to IP address to run in Android and iOS. But if we point to IP address, that time I cannot enable this HTTPS, so in that case it's not going to display image. But after hosting, like if you host a website and it's going to run on HTTPS, then it's going to display image. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you like this video, and thank you so much for watching.